Hey everybody, Greg here. Welcome back to my kitchen, Chez Greg. What we're talking about today is juicing, all right? I've been juicing for now exactly 3.5 weeks, and I'm gonna give you the facts as straight as I can. The good, the bad, and the ugly, right? I've heard a lot of different people say different things when it comes to juicing and, for instance, losing weight. That's the best thing to me so far has been this. Look at that, okay? 3.5 weeks ago, these just barely fit. So look how much I have lost just in that, okay? If I didn't have my old clothes, I'd need a whole new wardrobe. So guys, let me tell you something. You got a dad bod, you wanna get rid of it? You can, and you can do it in 3.5 weeks. Ladies, you got a wedding coming up, you gotta get the perfect gown for some other event. You can do it again in 3.5 weeks, depending how much weight you wanna lose, etc., and how dedicated you are to losing it. I've heard some people say, you know what, I could never juice. No, I couldn't give up my meat. Well, then maybe you're just not dedicated enough. You just don't want it bad enough. But if you do, this is a great way to do it. That's not the only benefit though of juicing. And I gotta tell you this, I have cheated like crazy. I have not just juiced, okay? I do my morning smoothie every morning, and that's fine. And then I do my juice throughout the day. In the evening, I found that I have to eat something. I have toast, okay? Toast and butter, and it's rye toast because I found I missed mastication. Yeah, almost a Freudian slip. Mastication, okay, so that's chewing. I miss chewing food, okay? And that's gonna happen, and that's okay. So you know what, if you need to cheat like that, I cheated worse. Oh, you know it. I went to Dairy Queen for blizzards. Yeah, you know, the chocolate extreme blizzards. I went to for those just about every weekend, guilt-free. I didn't know what the result would be, and I'm sure I'd have better results if I didn't. But let me tell you, when you can have ice cream guilt-free, or at least when I can, I'm gonna do it. So anyway, weight loss, I mean, I love it. I've never had pants so loose on me before. It's crazy. So that's one of the great benefits. Here's the other things I noticed, okay? My anxiety levels after 3 days of juicing, just 3 days, gone. Now, I know that it could be for a few reasons. Number one is that I cut out all sorts of food, and I do know coffee was a trigger, and I cut that out, okay? And I'm also getting more vitamins and minerals and nutrients and stuff like that through all the vegetables, because I was never a vegetable eater that much. My vegetables were like maybe 2 salads a week, okay? And that's probably the typical person. Maybe not, typical guy, probably. Okay, so the anxiety that I had, gone. Also, I've been living on Tums for 2 years. Every day for 2 years, I'd have to take 2 to 6 Tums because I had this acid reflux. That, again, gone after just 3 days. Again, is it because I cut out foods, or maybe my stomach lining improved or something? I don't exactly know. Could it be a hiatus hernia that I may have had? I don't know. Maybe this cured it. I honestly don't have all the answers, but I can tell you, thanks to trying juicing, I don't have acid reflux anymore. It's great. My energy levels, through the roof. And matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something right now. It screwed up my sleeping pattern a little bit because my energy was increased so much. First of all, I used to nap every day for like 45 minutes to an hour between 1 and 3 in the afternoon at some point. I haven't had to nap since day number 3, and I didn't even realize that till just a couple days ago. I kind of went, wait a minute, whoa, I'm not napping anymore, which is great. I've got all this extra energy. Okay, now there are some other stuff that's not maybe desirable for everybody. First of all, I haven't been working out as much because when you're juicing, your body isn't getting the carbs that it wants, so it's burning energy from everywhere, including muscles, so you're gonna lose some muscle mass, okay? And I figure, why work out and fight it if I'm just gonna lose the muscle mass anyway? So if you look to the earlier video, that's my regular size, and now I have lost. I have been doing some cardio. Okay, where I am in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, we have this thing called the escarpment, and there are stairs going up and down the escarpment. To be exact, in some cases there's 500 stairs, in some places there's 300 stairs, depending where you are. I do those a couple of times a week, okay? And when I do them like 2 or 3 times, okay? Going up and down, that's my cardio, okay? So there's that aspect of it. One thing I really noticed is that I hate kale. Kale sucks. No, it really does. So after a couple of days, I stopped having it, and then I noticed there's some other different types of kale. I tried it. I'm now on to something called a black kale, and so I'm juicing with it. It's not as bad, and I don't put in as much. But yeah, it's black kale as opposed to regular kale. Well, and you know what they say, once you're black, you never go back. So I'm sticking with the black kale. What else? I've tried a lot of different types of things, different type of vegetables in these recipes, because none of them, doesn't matter if you use the same ones every day, they never taste the exact same, because you know, it just like two strawberries, they never taste the exact same. Some are sweet, some are not, and this and that. So, so that's what happens. That's one of the things that happens. But I actually enjoy that. The other thing I enjoy, I don't have to think about what I'm gonna eat. It's fantastic. I know that I'm just gonna go in my fridge, pull out the vegetables, wash, cut, slice, dice, whatever, juice, and drink. It's fantastic. It's never been easier. The first time I juiced, it took me about 45 minutes to an hour to do all the prep work and clean up. Now it's maybe down to a half an hour, because you get used to it with repetition and you get better at it, okay? So that's the main stuff. Oh, also, I had this, used to have foot pain. Not sure what, maybe it's because I stopped working out. But I'm not getting the foot pain anymore either. I think it was a neurological thing, so who knows. But so anyway, all my juices tend to be a little different. That's the pluses and the minuses of juicing that I can think of right now. I'm gonna make some juice and talk a little bit as we go. And if I come up with anything else, I'll let you know. I'm doing what I'm doing now is a single serving size. The thing about juicing, I've got a simple juicer. It's not one of these special cold press things. If I need something cold, I'm gonna put it in the fridge, and that's generally what I do. I will juice a full day, and you know what? Here it is. This is a full day's juice for me, okay? I will use this mason jar, and that'll get me through a day at work. And that's what I do. So I'll make it the night of, or depending when I go into work, I'll make it the morning of, and I'll put it in the fridge, take it to work with me, drink it throughout the day, and I'm good. I come home and I have my toast, because I can't sleep on an empty stomach. That is one thing I know for sure. I'm gonna put it in the sink so I don't break it, because I'm good at breaking stuff. So yeah, not having to think about what you're gonna eat is fantastic. Oh, my grocery bill. Oh, there's another great thing. My grocery bill went from this to this. It's fantastic, because I found a cash and carry place for vegetables and fruits and stuff. And I go in and I come out with twice the amount if I spend, you know, what I normally spend. But I go maybe once, twice a week max. All right. So anyway, without further ado, first thing we put in here is spinach. I just fill it up with spinach. I just do it once for a single serving. And here we go. I can put it on high. And I like to do my green leafies first. All right. Now, I got some kale. I just used 2 leaves for a single serving, 2 big leaves. And here's the other one. Okay. Now, and the other thing I've noticed I'm putting in it is dandelion, which is great because in the summer it's free. But otherwise, some good old-fashioned Ontario dandelion, which I grow right here in my backyard. Thank goodness I don't have dogs or pets that pee on it. The other thing I have here is my celery. I'm dripping here. I put in celery, jam it down. That's just 4 stalks of celery. It's a single serving size. I usually double it. I do peppers, yellow peppers for today, I guess. Sometimes I do red. I don't usually do green. All right. And I've got some zucchini. You can use cucumber too if you want. It doesn't really matter. I like zucchini. Today I'm using 1. Usually I use 2 for like my whole workday. I'll double it. That's all it is. So here we go. Now, if you're wondering, I have this paper towel here because I travel with this juicer to my girlfriend's place on weekends and stuff. And I cracked it because I kind of dropped it. But, you know, it still works. You know, you put vegetables in, juice comes out one side, and the other stuff comes out the other side, the pulp. All right. Lemons, I only use 1 lemon. I find if I use 2 lemons, it's a little too tart or too lemony. For a single serving size, there's a little piece of ginger and, oh, red onion. red onion really tends to bring the flavor out. I love it. It's sweet. Yeah. So, and this is about as much as I use. That little piece of red onion there, oops, that's all I'm using. And I put this in together. I don't know if it makes a difference, probably not. But I cover it, whoops. I cover it because it tends to fly out if you don't. Oh, I got a red beet, okay? Didn't cut it yet. Got a red beet. Now here's the thing about beets. It tastes great. The thing about beets is that there's several different kinds and they all have very different flavors. Red are the sweetest. Then there's the golden beets that I really, really love too. They're very sweet. And then there's like, I think it's called a candy cane beet. And it looks like a candy cane inside. That doesn't sound healthy. It looks like a candy cane inside. It's not my favorite kind. It's not quite as sweet. I like it sweet. So this is just organic apple. I always make sure my vegetables are organic when I'm dealing with apple because they don't get sprayed as much. They do get sprayed like all apples, but just not as many times throughout the year. So it's a little safer and I wash them really well. Okay. And at the top of the apple where the stem is and the bottom, sometimes you find dirt and bugs in there. So I just cut that off because I don't want, it's the dirtiest part of the apple. Again, parsnip. I like to use a couple when I'm using a regular size. This is just normal. So here's a parsnip. And lastly, carrot. Just one little carrot for this one. Carrots are very sweet, adds a nice flavor to it. And it's done, and I just let it spin for a second here as the juice comes out. And depending on the color of the vegetables, your juice may look a little brown. Some people don't find that appetizing. I could care less, as long as it tastes good. In fact, speaking of taste, and not knowing how good your juice is gonna taste, check out this. Okay, these are some of the faces I made when I had the juices. So you know how many juices taste good compared to how many taste bad. Right there. Now that's a good one. That one's got some bite to it. That's a good one. And there it is. Some juices, as you can tell, are better than others. Some are terrible. Some are not so bad. Some are really, really good. I drink them all because I just don't waste food, and I love the benefits of it, you know. So I'm just stirring this here, okay? And I don't know if you can see the color of that. Ooh, almost spilled it on the floor. Here, you'll see it when I pour it into my glass, okay? Just gonna pour it here. And it's kind of got a reddish purpley kind of color to it. Little yellow in the froth on the top or something like that, probably from the yellow pepper. Anyway, ready? One more juice face and I'm done. Oh yeah, that's a good one. A little tart with the lemon, I can get it back here. A little sweet, I can taste, I don't know if it's the carrot. I think it's the combination of the carrot and the beet. Really, really good. And the pepper, that's what it is, it's the pepper. Yeah. So there you go. Here's the recipe right here. And thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you again some other time. Cheers. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel.